Hi, my name is Matias Villegas. I'm here today to give you a TED Talk. I'm sorry for the voice. I'm a little bit sick, but I'm with all the willingness to give you a very interesting speech. Today, I'm going to tell you about when violence, or in which cases violence, is the correct way to solve a problem. Before getting into matter, I want you to think or remember a situation in your life when the only way to get you out of trouble, or like a very difficult situation, violence, was the answer. You got it? Okay? Awesome. Now I'm going to tell you my experience. I was in 6th grade. We get out of a biology test. I was the only one that had a very good grade on it. The rest of my classmates had a very, very low grade that put in danger their year. They were going to fail the year. So there was this guy. I remember he was my friend. He was kind of nerdy, you can say. He was very intelligent. He loved and still loves studying. He got a very low grade. I think was the lowest of a whole group of friends. And there was this kid, I remember, that he was kind of a bully. He liked to bother others. And in this case, he got a better grade than my friend. So he came and started kicking him and started yelling at him that, oh, I'm better than you, and all these very aggressive things. And I felt that I need to help him. He was alone. He felt alone. Years later, he told me he felt alone, and then after this situation, he knew he had a very good friend. I approached to the lockers, and I told him, "Hey, please stop. You're bothering him. You're treating him very bad. Please stop." I know I look around and try to search for a teacher or a grown-up, and well, I told one of the teachers, and they told me, like, don't worry, it's going to happen throughout your life. You need to learn by yourself how to defend. And I was like, come on, he's crying, the other one is bullying him. What are we going to do? We need to act right now. And I start seeing that this bully start kicking him, and hitting him in the head. That was awful. That is much is in my head, and it is awful. Then I knew that I need to use violence. That was the only way to actually save my friend. He was in danger. He probably could die. So I pushed this kid. We got in a fight. Of course, he was not going to let his reputation being like destroyed by me. So actually, I won. I remember I won. It was, well, actually in a fight, there's never a winner and a loser. Both of you are with a black eye, with your fingers bleeding. So actually there's no winner, but I think I won because I defend my friend. I save my friend. I use violence as a way to solve a problem, to save a friend, to save a life. with these stories, we are going to get this step by step that I want you to think before acting violent. So first, you need to know that when talking is impossible, when you can't solve a problem by talking to the other to find a peaceful way, you have the first, let's say, like the first point to use violence. You're not going to use violence immediately. You need to think, you need to try to talk to him, you need to try to solve the problem peacefully. But if you can't, you have one point for using violence. The second one, when you already tell to an authority or to a grown-up, if you're a kid, and they don't do anything, or that didn't help. Like, it's not the first time you have already told to a teacher, this guy is bullying me, he's treating me bad, he's cyberbullying me, yeah? He's telling others things that get my get me a very bad reputation. And probably the teacher talked to him, it didn't help, he still do the same thing. Or even the teachers, like in my story, says, oh no, you need to defend yourself, you need to learn of this. You can't learn of it. You need to act. You cannot let anyone treat you bad. So we got the second point for using violence. The third one, and the one that can give you the possibility to use violence, is when your life is in danger. Okay, let's say, like in the case of the story, you try to talk to him. You try to tell an authority. Maybe I wasn't the one getting kicked, but I tried to tell an authority. But they start hitting me in the face. They start kicking me in my neck. Any type of danger that gives you the perfect opportunity to defend yourself using violence. You can stay in the floor crying. Meanwhile, a lot of kids are kicking you. You have the third point to use violence. That are the 3 points. Basically, the 3 points you need to know and to learn for your life, to act quickly, and know in this case that I can't accomplish any of these 3 points, I need to use violence. I'm always saying to all my friends and to all my little cousins and sisters, try to solve the problems in a peaceful way. Try never to use violence. Violence is not a good way to solve a problem, but sometimes it's necessary. Sometimes it's very, very, very necessary. I'm going to give you an example of when a lot of countries needed to use violence to protect one culture. The example will be the Second World War. That, from my perspective, is the only war that violence was necessary. The Nazis were committing genocide to a Jewish population, to the Jewish population. Many countries try to talk with the Nazis to get in a certain discussion about why they were doing this, why were the real purpose in doing genocide. They tried to act in a peaceful way, tell other countries, tell or organizations that in that moment or that period of time were the authorities, the one that controlled or helped other countries with crises, with economical problems, issues. But there was something. There were lives in danger. Kids that were losing their parents. Women that were pregnant and lose their babies because they were putting very hard works. Families that never seen their grandparents again. Actually, they're in YouTube and another of, well, in the websites, people telling their stories that they never saw their brothers again, sisters again. There were the three main points that I told you. They need to use violence. They need to defend others. I'm telling that there was only a way of being a superhero to defend all the people you see in danger. But there is important sometimes to use violence. And I repeat it 100 times if it is necessary. Try to solve all your problems in a peaceful way. Thank you.